So you hate weight painting just like me. Well, I'm going to show you some tips and tricks to make weight painting better. I know a lot of people have been using this robust weight transfer to make their weight paints really good. And in terms of like for this jacket, for instance, it does a really good job. But for odds and ends, like I have down here of this like belt and like this part of the jacket, you can see like the belt's not a part of it. How do you weight paint this without blowing your brains out? Well, you already might notice that my weight painting looks a bit different, and I haven't done anything different in Blender. All I've done is what I have selected, including having wireframe on. You don't need wireframe on. I'm actually going to just turn it off. So the way a trick to weight paint better is normally if I want to weight paint, let's say like this down here, I don't have the bone for it yet, so I'd have to go to the bone, figure out its name, grab its name. I'm going to grab it from here, jacket front B1L, and then make a new vertex group, jacket front B1L, and then I can start weight painting on that group. And then you can see if I'm like, okay, well, that's right here. We're going to start doing it, and it goes through. That, no, we're not going to do that. That is kind of where a lot of people are at with weight painting and then decide that it's not for them. Weight painting doesn't have to be that painful. We can actually just get rid of this because we're going to recreate it a different way. The first thing to do is you can't necessarily make masks with weight painting. However, you can make selections. So I will have my mesh. I will go to edit mode. I will grab my lasso tool, and I just want to weight paint this area, right? No, I just want to weight paint this area. Actually, we don't need all of this. So like that's all I want to weight paint, right? When I have it on the see-through, the viewport shading see-through, I'm able to get like all the geometry in here, and that's great and everything. So we're just going to select off of that. I switch back to object mode. My selection is still there. If I go back into edit mode, the selection's still there. I can go to weight paint mode now, and you can see these buttons up here. We have faces or vertex selection. If I click faces, now when I weight paint, it's only in that area. You can see it like blends it to the edge. So the thing is, okay, that's great. But how do I get that new vertex group? Well, there's another step here. You can see I just changed back to object mode. That selection's still there. I'm going to select my rig first, hold shift, select my mesh, and now when I go to weight paint mode, I can see my bones. And we have a new option up here with bones. Actually, let me just get rid of this real quick here. So with the bone option, I can select bone selection, and that mask has gone away. But if I hold shift, I can now click bones, and you can see I can now select which weight I'm editing without having to go through my list, and then do it that way. You can see if I select a bone that does not exist, it's purple, informing me that it doesn't exist. So we're just gonna, I want to just select one bone. Actually, you don't even need to hold shift. Just gonna select one bone. Go to my face mode for that mask, and now I'm going to paint, just get it in there a bit, blur it a bit. Let's average up here because I don't want it so red. Do that. Probably refine it just a little bit more. Oops. Just cut in a little bit more from that way, and that should be fine. And you can see now it's made our jacket front B1L weight. If I go to weight paint mode, turn that off, and it's only to that side. I did not paint through it or anything. So that's some tricks to make weight painting less of a pain in the ass.